Hi, this is Kai. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If this is your first time, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And also, please follow me on TikTok. I'll have my link in the description box. If you want your own personal reading, it'll be 3 questions for $35. You can also do a yes or no question with my spirit pendulum or spirit board for $7.77. You go to my website, it will take you to the link. Today I wanted to do a reading on Quavo and Offset, the Migos. And I initially didn't want to do a reading on them because you know everything that happened with Takeoff or whatever, and just such a sad situation. But then it's just been a lot of, noise or whatever when it comes to Quavo and Offset, like how they had the fight or argument or whatever at the Grammys, and then Quavo performed, because Quavo performed at the Grammys without Offset, which I thought was very sad. They could have put their differences aside, even if they didn't do Quavo's song together, to do another song commemorating Takeoff, because he kind of was the glue that, it seems as though he was the glue that held them together. And then Quavo did his song, and at the end of his song, he's like standing there and he's holding Takeoff's chain. And it's kind of like, you know how at the end of the war when the opponent wins and they hold up the sword or gun or this or that and the other from the opponent? It was kind of like that. So it seemed very, I don't know, like a ritual. Actually, I do know. It seemed like a ritual. And if you haven't noticed, or if you don't know about me, I am what other people would call a conspiracy theorist, but to me they're not conspiracies. I do believe in the Illuminati. I do believe that celebs do sacrifices and all kinds of stuff for fame and fortune. I just do. And so that performance by Quavo was very ritualistic to me. If you look at my community timeline or whatever, you'll see the picture that I'm talking about with Quavo. And so I was just like, I just need to see what's going on. So if, like I said, if this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much. My name is Kai. And alright, so the first question I wanted to ask was, how does Quavo feel about Offset? Because Cardi was like screaming at the both of them and telling them that they were both wrong, and that they do talk, which I don't really believe all that. I don't really believe that, but I feel like she was trying to save face for the people back there, the cameras, because she knew it was gonna leak out. And yeah, so my first question I wanted to know was, how does Quavo feel about Offset? How does Quavo feel about Offset? Yeah, been a while since I did a reading, well, tarot reading anyway. Yeah, but I'm back in business. I'm here, and I'm happy about that, because this stuff is like really fun to me. I just love it. I just love everything about the occult. I really do. And what's interesting is my love for occult, not to get off subject, actually has a basis, because I did a ancestry DNA test, and I have Southern Indian roots, which will really translate to like the Roma people, which many people call gypsies. They don't really like that because it's kind of offensive. But if you ever seen the show My Big Fat Gypsy, you know, those kinds of people from that culture or heritage, they're really into fortune telling and everything. So I definitely feel like my love for tarot and divination and occult and all that kind of stuff comes from my Southern Indian roots, and I just love it and I'm proud of it. I would highly recommend, if you haven't done a ancestry test, to do one, because it's very interesting. I really would have never guessed that I had any Southern Indian roots, because, you know, I'm black, like I'm from Philly, like Southern Indian. What's that about, you know? So yeah, how does Quavo feel about Offset? Got the Seven of Swords, but I got it in reverse. That just fell out. Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Definitely feel with the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is not the first argument they've had. A lot of tension. Also, this card, if you can see it, it's you know, somebody writing pages, somebody going through files, going through pages. So I feel like a lot of disputes, obviously, over business, contracts, a lot of animosity with that. A lot of animosity around business. Quavo feels a lot of animosity towards Offset over business. But another thing that made me really want to do the reading, and I was doing some research, but I couldn't find it, where people were saying that Cardi had actually bought Offset's masters for him, when that's like why they broke up. And I couldn't find any articles or anything about it to confirm that, but that's what I've heard. So there could be some resentment there about that, you know, Offset had the ability to get his masters back, which will be very profitable for him and his family, and a very good move. Got the Ace of Chalices. A lot of emotions, yeah. Ace of Chalices, which is like the Ace of Cups. A lot of tears, not necessarily tears, but tears, you know, of course, this is Quavo's energy. A lot of tears. Of course, I feel like the tears are about takeoff, but a lot of emotion. A lot of emotion pouring out. A lot of things that he wants to say that he didn't say to take off. A lot of things that he wants to say to Offset. A lot of things that have been said. Just a lot of emotions. He's feeling very emotional right now. And you know, when I say tears, I feel like, you know, sometimes, I don't know how other people are, but he could be the type of person that I am, where if I'm very angry, sometimes I will cry. It's like you're so angry that you can't hit something that you just cry. So I feel like that could be like the kind of person that he is, with the Ace of Chalices, which is the Ace of Cups. A lot, and also with the Ace of Chalices, I feel like it also could represent a lot of a flowing of abundance as well. Losing money, losing emotions, heartbreak. Alright, let's see. I wish these cards were more flexible. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Chalices upright. So yes, like just a lot of heartbreak. He's feeling, I mean, which is very understandable, because Takeoff was Quavo's nephew. They were not just nephew and uncle, they were best friends. They were always together. So just feeling a lot of heartbreak, feeling a lot of loss. I feel like there could be, because this is a Queen of Cups, could be a woman around him. He does have older sisters. Could also be like a romantic partner who has been comforting him. But I feel like he's not taking it well. And I just feel like the situation with Offset isn't helping the situation. His how he, how things went left with them. He's not taking it very well. But all right, let's just ask, how does Offset feel about Quavo? How does Offset feel about Quavo? And I also feel like he felt like with the Seven of Swords in reverse, and I feel like he just feels like on the business end he took a lot of he lost a lot. I feel like he's worried about money too. Like, yeah, like worried about money. But feeling more so, I wouldn't say anger towards Offset. I feel more heartbroken over the situation with Offset combined with everything that happened with Takeoff. But how does Offset feel about Quavo? We have the King of Pentacles, but we got it in reverse. I feel like with the King of Pentacles in reverse, Offset also feels like he lost money as well. Lost money. The situation with him and Quavo, or him and the Migos, he lost money, he lost prestige. It affected his family life. Affected his career. Really put a damper in his career. Really put a damper in his career, which is ultimately his money. So, I mean, that's obvious. What else? Got the Queen of Swords, got that in reverse. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, I could see that two ways. I could see that. Then we have the Eight of Wands, got that in reverse. I feel like with the Queen of Swords in reverse, that it could be two ways. It could be Offset feeling like, because with the Queen of Swords upright, I see that as a woman who's very like mentally like sharp. She's very sharp. She's on her business. She could be a lawyer. She could be somebody that debates, like somebody you don't want to debate with. Somebody that's like an alpha female. You know what I mean? And I feel like with the Queen of Swords in reverse, it's like Offset sees Quavo as like the opposite of that. Someone who's not on top of their business. Someone who is not able, I'm not saying he's not smart, but someone who doesn't think quick on their feet. Someone who may talk but can't follow it up. Or talks but has no action behind what they say. They just talk. And I feel like with the, and it also could also represent, the Queen of Swords in reverse could represent a woman who has a lot of talk but can't back it up as well. So it could be, and I don't really feel like with that, I mean, it could possibly be something over a woman. It could be some truth to that, because of the Cups cards or Chalices cards that came up for Quavo, and then with the Queen of Swords in reverse. But I feel it's more like Offset sees Quavo as a person who doesn't have a lot of action behind his words, just talks the talk, but can't walk the walk. And I feel like that's a big part of why things, because this has, this actually has a couple with another guy on it. So that, and with it, the King of Pentacles in reverse, that has, in Quavo's ways, have been the reason why business for Offset, like his ways, Quavo's ways, have been the reason for Offset losing business, losing prestige in the industry, kind of like taking a blow to his career. And that also has affected, I mean, obviously has affected his relationship, has affected Quavo's relationship with Offset and Cardi. Because like it's like a man and a woman. That has affected his relationship with them, obviously. And this could also, this Queen of Swords in reverse could also represent Cardi, because she is a Libra. It could represent her as well. Like maybe Offset or Quavo feels like she has come in between them, or her maybe being in Offset's ear has come in between them. Because, I mean, whether you want to admit it or not, Cardi B is a bigger star than Offset by himself and Migos together. I mean, at one point they were bigger stars, but she's like a superstar. Like they were stars, but she was like she's a superstar. McDonald's, Pepsi, like they didn't have that kind of stuff. And I feel like Quavo could feel that Cardi, Queen of Swords, a Libra, could represent, you know, Libras could be lawyers, debaters, mediators, has somewhat been the reason why Offset was moving the way that he moved, or made the move that he made, because he had her backing. Because if Offset was not married to Cardi B, I don't think he would have been able to afford to buy his masters. I don't, even if the rumors that she bought the masters are not true, I feel like if he did, I feel like she helped him out. Because I feel like she's richer than he is. Alright. I wanted to ask, will Quavo and Offset ever reunite publicly? Will they ever reunite publicly? And this reading might be kind of long, because there's a few questions that I wanted to ask. Will Quavo and Offset ever reunite publicly? Alright, so these cards fell out. Was the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength card. Yes. Yes, I feel like they could reunite publicly. But I feel like again, I feel like it's going to be some money involved. It'd have to be some money involved. This guy's kind of running away, so I feel like it would be short-lived. I don't think it will last long, and I feel like it'll be a man that like kind of says, okay guys, you got to come together. Like you're better together than you are apart. But I don't think it's going to last long. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, I don't feel like it's going to last long. Because I feel like they won't. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's like Two of Pentacles is about being able to balance your professional life with your personal life, being able to, have a happy medium where one area is not lacking in the other. And I feel like with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's saying that you're not able to do that. It's like both of them are not able to balance their interests outside of the group long enough, or not willing to compromise their individual goals for the greater good of the group. I feel like Strength card, it could be like a fire. I know they're both fire signs. Quavo and Offset are both fire signs. So I feel like it'd be another older fire sign man that try to get them together. But I don't think it'll last long, because with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like they're at the point where they're not willing to compromise on their own individual goals, interests, outlooks, or whatever for the good of the group. It's kind of like at a point of no return. But I do feel like publicly, yes, for a short while, not a long time. And I feel with the Strength card upright, I feel like they're both feeling just like very stubborn about it. Like they're very confident and stubborn in their own outlook, in their own ways about how everything went down. Like they both are not willing to say, okay, I did this wrong, I apologize, you take accountability, I take accountability. I feel like they're not willing to do that. And I feel like it will be like a man, a fire sign guy person that comes in and tries to say, hey guys, like this is not what Takeoff would want, let's try to get it together. And I feel like it works for a while. And I feel like another reason why I feel like they'll do it is because, of course, money will be involved. But I just feel like the egos will take over, and people in their ears, because they both have their own camps, their own teams or whatever now, because they're not officially a group. So it's people on the outside, especially I feel like it's a fire sign person, male, on the outside that's in the middle trying to bring them together. But I feel like at the same time he's not really trying to get them together for the right. I feel like he's like trying to backdoor both of them, in the ear of both of them. And that's why the public reuniting or the coming together won't last long. Alright, so I wanted to ask this next question. Don't come for me, please. But I've seen, if you're on TikTok, there's a reader. She did a whole series of about what happened with Takeoff. She did this like the day after he died or whatever, and she was saying that she feels like someone in the group had something to do with this. Now, initially I wrote it off, right? I did, because I just don't want to believe that. But the thing is about the industry, and you don't have to believe this, is in order to enter the industry, you have to be wanting fame and fortune more than you want anything, more than you want relationships with your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, this. Like, you want fame and fortune more, and you're willing to sell out anybody or anything for fame and fortune. So they use your love for, I mean, of course these people love their families. They use your love for your family to lure you into, going down that path. And I truly believe that they do sacrifice, they do force you to sacrifice family members, people that you truly, truly love. And I truly, truly love, to get to the next level. And the reason why I was prompted to do this is because if you look at the picture, which I will post on my thumbnail on this video, with Quavo and Takeoff's chain, that to me was like, he was like the victor. You know what I mean? It's like, it was like a battle, or he was an opponent and he came out victorious. So that's what really prompted me to want to do this reading, because we don't want to think the you know, we don't want to think bad about people, and we don't want to think that anyone on earth would sacrifice or sell out their own family members that they claim to love for fame and fortune. But I believe that people do. I believe that they do. And it's not people, you can't sacrifice someone that you don't like. It has to be someone that you truly love. And you can tell that Quavo truly loved Takeoff. Like, he was dear to him. They were best friends, and they were uncle and nephew. So I wanted to ask, did Quavo or Offset have anything to do with Takeoff's death? And that's why I said this video is going to be kind of long. Yeah, I know I'm long-winded, but sorry. It's just... sometimes I just, you know, I see a picture or something and it, like, makes me want to do... If I hadn't seen that picture or, you know, that performance that Quavo did, I probably wouldn't have done this reading. Because I just feel like, let the dead rest, you know? I'm not a police detective. And, you know, but that picture just didn't rub me the right way. And then another thing that you should also check out is please, please, please check out their Messy video. It's so much symbolism and foreshadowing in that video. I was just like, and people were talking about it, and I went and watched the video like 10 times just to see like little things that people were pointing out. And I was like, okay, I have to do a reading. So, alright. Alright, we have the Temperance in reverse. We have the Six of Chalices in reverse, which is the Six of Cups. And we have the Two of Swords in reverse. And I hate to say it, I feel like, yes, I do feel like, and I'm gonna lean more towards the closer one. I just am. With the Six of Chalices, it's like nostalgia. It's like it represents family. It represents memories. It represents just like just deeply familiar. I do. I do. I do feel like there's something not right in the water. It's not something. It's something not right in the water. Like I do. I feel like Temperance in reverse. Not feeling balanced. Not feeling like not willing to balance out your wants and your needs. Feeling like your wants and your needs are not balanced out. Six of Cups is family, it's nostalgia, it's familiar, it's someone you grew up with, it's someone you went to school with, it's someone that brings memories, someone that you have a lot of memories with. Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords upright is start again. Not starting from the beginning, but alright. So the next question that I wanted to ask was, did quality control have something to do with Takeoff's death? Did they have something to do with it? Did they know about it? Let's see. Alright, cards are all mixed up. quality control has something to do with Takeoff's death. Did it have something to do with it? Did they know about it? Got the Hierophant in reverse. Got the Moon upright. I would definitely say they knew something was going to happen. Hope you can see these cards. The Moon. Definitely feel like they know a lot. They know a lot. Again, I don't remember what I said in the last part, but I do think I remember something about a woman, feminine energy, if I remember correctly. King of Swords. Totally. Definitely feel like it was something to do with business, boardroom meetings, secret meetings. Hierophant in reverse. Going against rules, regulations, traditions, laws. The Moon knowing, having secret information about someone, going against the laws, rules, things that are right. King of Swords, again, I do believe I said something about an older gentleman too. Could it be an air sign, could be meetings with lawyers, being a mediator, even trying to be a mediator, trying to also quality control, also trying to be a mediator, but I feel like it was just too out of control. Ironically, too out of control. And with the King of Swords again, I also feel like just people in their ear. Secrets, a lot of secrets, a lot of hidden things, a lot of, with the Moon, a lot of stuff in the background. A lot of stuff going on in the background, but it's like with the Moon card, it's like an illusion, but it's like, it's stuff going on in the background, but it's not what they're showing in the forefront. In the forefront, they're coming off as mediators, arbitrators, in the middle, being unbiased. But with the Moon card, it's something completely, it's something else going on behind the scenes. And also keep in mind, Takeoff was a air sign, King of Swords. He was a Gemini. So yeah, I definitely feel like quality control not had a hand in it, not set it up, but knew that something could possibly go down because of a lot of, and especially the Moon, this person's in the water, a lot of emotions, a lot of heated emotions behind the scenes. People not displaying that on the forefront because it doesn't look good, it's not good for business, but very emotional. People having meetings, trying to resolve the issue, but it just not getting resolved. Okay, so I wanted to ask, how will Quavo's career end up? And I feel like with the and also with the Moon, I feel like it will, like the truth will never fully come out. And also I feel like for myself. Like, I feel like I kind of lost the momentum in this reading by the camera running out of battery, because I don't remember exactly what I said on the first part. But I wanted to ask, how will Quavo's career end up? How will Quavo's career end up? How will Quavo's career end up? Alright, we had these cards that came out. Temperance, Ace of Swords, Temperance. I say so-so. So-so career. I feel like with the Ace of Swords, I feel like he has a lot of ideas, a lot of creativity, a lot of things that he wants to do as far as his rap career. But Temperance, I feel like so-so. Like, you know, not being able to really get a hold of, not really being able to, having a hard time balancing his creativity, having a hard time trying to tap into his creativity. I feel like he has a lot of ideas, but I feel like with the Temperance card, he'll have a challenge trying to execute those things. Let's see. And I also feel like with the Temperance card, I feel like he'll have struggles with his spirituality. Struggling with his spirituality, even probably struggling with his morality, and struggles with balancing his spirituality, his morality with the things that he wants materially. I feel like he has a lot of ideas, but I feel like it'll be a struggle to execute those things. And another reason why I feel like Ace of Swords, Temperance, I feel like because I believe that I read somewhere that, I don't know if they all wrote their own lyrics or whatever, but I did read that Takeoff was really the brains behind their lyrics. I don't know if he wrote all of them, but he was the brains behind the ideas that they had. Even Offset had said at his funeral that the way, you know, they flowed their melody or whatever, he came up with that. So I feel like Quavo will have a hard time trying to bring something new, bring some kind of new flow, bring some kind of new thing to rap about, bring something fresh, like knowing that he needs Ace of Swords, knowing that he needs something fresh to say, something new to say. But I feel like with the Temperance, it's going to be a struggle, and I didn't really mean to do that, but Empress, feeling like it's a struggle to really bring that forth, like feeling stuck. Like I feel like, you know what I'm thinking, feeling like writer's block, feeling like a block, you know what I mean? The Empress, I feel like he could, and this is a woman and a child, could be he meets someone, gets someone pregnant, he starts to really focus on like starting his own family or whatever. And again, this Temperance, this is like a couple or whatever. So also maybe a struggle with balancing his creativity, his business, with family, with meeting someone new, with pregnancy or marriage or something like that. But also a struggle with having fresh ideas, having something new to say, having a new way to say it. Like I don't really feel like, I feel like he has some creative ideas, but I don't really feel like he was the one that really knew how to, again, execute it. You know what I mean? I've read many times, they said that Takeoff was the one that came up with the ideas, could have probably written all the rap lyrics, and I feel like that's going to be a struggle for Quavo. And with this card, Temperance, I feel like just like a overindulgence, wanting to indulge, wanting to, you know, continue to live richly, which of course that's obvious, but I feel like that's going to be a struggle. Could even have struggles with finances. Could have struggles with finances as well. And I do feel like with the Empress could meet a woman. She could become pregnant. Maybe a son. And I just feel like it's going to be a struggle with that. I feel like it's a struggle with his creativity, a struggle with his finances, a struggle with balancing his career life and his family life. So I'd say, you know, so-so for Quavo. Alright, wanted to ask one last question. How will Offset's career end up? How will Offset's career end up? Now, we know that Offset is married to Cardi B. So, you know, he's still kind of more in the limelight than Quavo is right now. But let's just ask, how will Offset's career end up? We got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. We got the Six of Pentacles, but we got it in reverse. Alright, and I had these cards fall out. We got the Hangman in reverse. We got the High Priestess in reverse. And we got the Magician in reverse. Quavo, same thing. Well, with the Hangman in reverse, I feel like with the Hangman in reverse, it's like trying to get out of a rut. Stuck in a rut, but trying to get out. Things looking up. But again, for Offset as well, with the Magician in reverse, I feel like having a hard time manifest. I feel like a lot of delays in manifestations. The High Priestess, again, blocking creativity, intuition, like a block in his creativity, a block in his intuition, making the wrong moves, not acting on his intuition, second guessing himself. Six of Pentacles also could signify some money issues as well, having to cut back, having to curtail his spending, feeling like things are slow with, you know, resources are slow with coming in, but has a lot of passion and desire to continue on with his career and continue on with the momentum that the group had, and trying to really focus on like a solo career. Has a lot of passion with being a solo artist, you know, staying at the top level, but just a lot of setbacks. A lot of setbacks with creativity, setbacks with manifestations, setbacks with bringing things forth. Same with Quavo, feeling like he's in a rut, and with the Magician in reverse, feeling like he has all the resources, he has everything that he needs to manifest or to bring forth what he wants, but for some reason it's just not all coming together. Like there's blockages, like with resources, with money. Feel like for Offset, his money has slowed up a lot, probably even more so than Quavo, because he has, how many kids does Offset have? Like 4 or 5 kids, and he has 2 with Cardi and I think 3 with 3 other women. So that's a lot of child support going into 3 different households that he's supporting on his own, probably entirely. And you know, just not booking the shows, just the abundance not there, not getting a lot of calls, just feeling like they're in a rut, like kind of seeing things look up, but then it's like a block. You know, people saying they want him, but they really want the group. They really like that dynamic. Or even with the High Priestess, I feel like this could relate to Cardi B as well. Like, feeling like people want him, but only if he's tied to like some feminine energy, tied to her feminine energy. Like, people wanting him, but wanting her as well. Like, it has to be a package deal. Like, not feeling like he can have it on his own. Like, a brand will call and want to do something with him, but they'll say, we want your wife too. And he's, you know, before with the Magician in Reverse, he was able to manifest things on his own as his own man, as not like a solo, but with his group, but just with the guys. But now feeling like it has to be tied to, because this is a feminine energy card, tied to some femininity. And I would see Cardi B as representing this High Priestess in Reverse. So having his manifestations having to be tied to her. And I know that they just did the McDonald's deal, but like, I personally don't feel like they would have just did an Offset meal. You see what I'm saying? It had to be an Offset and Cardi B meal. Even with like the marketing of it, her name is first and then his name. And I feel like he's going to experience a lot of that. And he's going to experience like being in a rut because of that. Like, damn, I'm not my own man anymore. Like, he had a solo album. I don't think it did that well. I think it did alright. All three Migos had solo albums. I don't think any of them went platinum. So they were more profitable as a group. But now that he's tied to Cardi B, it's like his profits have to go through her. You see what I'm saying? Like, not being able to be a man on his own. Not being able to, like, kind of like being a charity case. 6 of Pentacles in Reverse. Kind of like being charity. Kind of looking for a handout. Yeah, so that's what I feel for Offset. I think I might have to do a part 2, because I got to go back and watch the first part to see exactly what I said. But thank you so much for stopping by and watching my videos. My name is Kai. If you want your own personal reading, you can click the link below. It'll take you to my website. You can get a tarot reading. You can do a yes or no question. The yes or no questions that are $7.77. I'll send you a video with the yes or no. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will see you next time. Bye.